Spurgeon here with RevZilla TV to talk to you today about the Saddlemen Adventure track seat available at RevZilla.com. The Saddlemen Adventure track seat is going to be designed for you dual sport riders out there that don't want the ride to stop just because the road does. There's going to be applications for both mid to large level displacement dual sport motorcycles, and as long as you use the bike finder, you're going to get a seat that's going to match up with your bike specifically. There's going to be some other options that you can choose from in there, and we're going to go through those in the meat and potatoes of the video. You can also keep in mind that as long as you have the right seat for your bike, installation on this is going to be a breeze. On our BSD, our Beard Scale of Difficulty for install, this is really going to be less than a 1. Because it's designed to work with your specific motorcycle, you're going to be able to put this on in a matter of minutes. We'll talk more about install at the end as well, but for right now, let's get in and talk about what sets the Adventure track seat apart from other seats out in the market. Saddlemen has been manufacturing motorcycle seats and apparel for motorcycles for over 27 years. They're an American-based company located in Southern California. They design all of their technology in-house, and they give you a product that's going to be a huge upgrade from your stock offering. The Adventure track seat is going to give you more performance, and it's going to allow you to move a little bit more comfortably on your adventure motorcycle while still giving you longevity in the saddle. They're going to do that first and foremost through the covering that we see. It's a marine grade vinyl, but it's not just going to be a standard vinyl. There's going to be two different flavors here. You're going to have a synthetic suede and then a traditional synthetic leather. What the synthetic suede does, it has a little bit more grip to it. So when you're sliding around in a dual sport condition, on-road, off-road, you're going to be allowed to kind of grip your motorcycle a little bit better. You're going to be able to stand up more comfortably, sit down. It's just going to give you more functionality overall. Underneath that is where Saddlemen really gives you the comfort aspect. A lot of companies will choose either foam or gel. Saddlemen uses both. They use their in-house proprietary Black Magic foam as the base, and on top of that, they use saddle gel. And there's actually a really cool video on their website where they show this being made and manufactured, and they implant the gel in different pods into the foam itself. Now, the Adventure track seat is going to be a thinner seat, again, for that performance, but it's still going to give you the comfort. They kind of dish in the seat pan a little bit, so there's a little bit where it's a little bit higher here, it kind of moves down, and then Saddlemen has this traditional track in the middle. So the foam and the gel is all built up as a suspension and then evenly distributes the weight for your buttocks. So you don't get that pressure point, especially right here in the middle. On the back seat for your passenger, what you're going to take a look at here is it's going to be a different material than your stock front seat. This is going to have more of what I would like to call a grip material. And it's going to be great and comfortable for your passenger when they're sitting on it, but it's also going to be great if you're out in a solo trek. You have these little flaps on the side. The Velcro is really down there. And as long as you pull those flaps up, you're going to see these little anchor points. So if you're out in a solo trek, you can anchor that down. And as you can tell from me trying to pull this up, it's not going to just flop open on its own. So if you do have a passenger on there, you push that down nice and snug, and it's going to be just as comfortable for your passenger, even if these weren't open or located on the side of the seat. But they're going to really do a great job of keeping you dual sport riders in mind. As you can see, the pillion seat is actually about 2 inches thicker than stock. This is a seat off of a Ducati Multistrada, and it's going to give your passenger a lot more comfort. One of the things that means for you up front is it's going to add almost 2 inches of extra material at the top, acting as almost a backrest for your seat. One of my biggest concerns before installing this was going to lock me into my seating position even more so. The inverse happened. I gained almost a full inch of adjustability where I could move myself forward and backwards in the saddle over the stock option. In a dual sport ride, that's a big deal. So what I want to do now is I want to move back over to the actual base seat pan that we're going to be looking at here, and I want to take a look at the seat pan located on the main seat. The base is going to be a gel-coated fiberglass, super rigid, super durable, and they're going to use all steel components as well. So you can see right here, in the stock version has these plastic little clips, very flimsy, kind of hard to get on and off. The Saddlemen seat, once you get it on there, it's like a rock. It's not going anywhere, it's locked into place, it's solid, and the steel components aren't going to break or wear over time. The only little nitpick that I have with this, if I had to pick out anything, is they kind of left the vinyl unfinished, the rivets weren't evenly placed. I think once you get it installed, you're not going to see it, but again, I think just kind of cleaning those lines up a little bit would have been nice. But again, it's not something that's going to detract from the overall feel of the seat. The one that I have in front of me is a heated option. So you can see the little pigtail coming off the bottom. And what I will say for you riders out there, the track version is only going to give you heat for you, the rider. The passenger seat will not have heat. If you're concerned about your passenger seat, you're going to want to look at the Adventure Touring model, but the Adventure Track model is only going to have heat for you yourself. In the front here, if we flip it around, the heat panels are going to be located right here in the middle section, and it's just going to give you heat right in the center of your buttocks. So there's a lot of you riders out there that are using heated gear currently. You're looking for something to add to that because you're riding a lot in extreme conditions. So if you're looking for something to supplement your heated pants, this is going to be something that's going to give you just a little bit of that extra heat for those extremely cold conditions. And that ties us right into the install. We talked about in the very beginning how this is a 1 out of 3 on our BSD, our Beard Scale of Difficulty for installation. Even with the heated option, you're not going to have anything more than the 1. If it's not the heated option, you slide it on there. It's a baby beard. It's a Fu Manchu mustache. With the heated option, you're going to have a heat controller. You're going to have all the hardware that comes with it. Really nice instructions. It explains everything to a T. You're going to have the heated option on there in a half an hour. I know that because when I installed this, I had the heated option on in about 25 minutes. So it's going to be a really light lift, something you're going to be able to do half an hour in the garage on a Saturday. All in all, I'm a fan of the Saddlemen product. I think they did a really good job of, for the money, giving you a really great upgrade to a stock version. It's going to give you more comfort, more functionality, and it's going to allow you to move more freely on the seat. That's something that's really going to come important for a longer haul, adventure style ride. There's a lot of riders out there using Saddlemen products. If you want to hear more about what they have to say, click below. See what they like and what they don't like about their Saddlemen seat installed on their motorcycle. If you have more questions for us, give us a call. 877-792-9455 will get you on the phone with the Gear Geek, or type us an email, cs@RevZilla.com. This has been our conversation about the Saddlemen Adventure Track Seat. I'm Spurgeon. Enjoy the ride.